Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another evening of 30 NSG. On tonight's episode, we're going to be playing some Division 2. We're playing the next manhunt, even though it's not a manhunt anymore. It's like you're saving people. And the person that we're saving, I don't even know the person's name. That's how in tune I am with this game. This game is everything to me. I don't know the person's name. I have no idea. But yeah, we're saving the some chick. And then that's it. Sarge will be joining me in about 10 or 15 minutes or so. He just got back from turning in his computer to get fixed. So hopefully it'll be done by tomorrow. But I still don't think we're going to do a podcast tomorrow. It all depends. We might do a podcast, and then after the podcast we play AEW. But that's what's on the docket right now, is that we're just going to be playing AEW. Fight forever. What's going on, Lurker? What's going on, Gaming Fire? Behemoth Titan, what's going on? Evening. Yeah, there's a girl in the thumbnail. Woke. Yeah, that's it. It's this girl. This is the girl we're saving. Eva Garcia. Eva Garcia is who we're saving. And then Lauren, and Mitchell Billings, and then Maria. We'll be saving Maria. And then when we get that, we get the reward of a dolphin. Oh, you guys can't see the dolphin thing. This is our reward when we're done. We get an emblem of 2 dolphins in a circle. Excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to get the dolphin. I have no idea what that is. No idea. No, this is the we already played. We played 2 weeks ago when it came out. We already got this off stream. We did this like it was pretty fast. I would say about 30 minutes. We were done with it. So we're gonna wait for Sarge to get on. I gotta empty my stuff anyway. We gotta go through a bunch of garbage. We got to go through a bunch of garbage here. The Kingbreaker. That Kingbreaker. Better than that Kingbreaker. Oh no. Can we take the mods off of this? Unequipped. Equipped. Equipped. And unequipped. Okay. Crash that. Well, wait, you know what? I don't even know why I'm doing this. Hold on. Where am I right now? Oh, I'm at this base. I need to go to I need to go to the White House. First impressions of year 5. Here's a it might be nitpicking, but okay. So there's hostage missions already in the game, right, Lurker? And you save guys all the time. You like talk to them and whatnot. And now they've based this season around saving people. Okay, we might lose connection or power. Just let you guys heads up if it does happen. We have a massive storm happening outside right now. But so we save people all the time and hostages, and they talk and they do all these things. At the end of the first, you'll see it tonight. Probably it'll happen to be the same thing. Maybe it won't. But the first person that we saved wasn't even at the location that we saved. So we saved somebody that we didn't actually see, and until we went back to the actual like base, then he was like set up in a vendor stand. He was the helicopter pilot. And I thought that was a little weird. I was like, what, really? I was like, we don't even get to see the person that we're saving? And I thought that was a little weird. And now it might be a little bit nitpicky or not, but I just find it funny that we've been saving people the entire time the game's been out, and we saw those people, and then we the main mission is to save a person, and we didn't get to see that person.
I see you. You need to craft something?
Travis says, "I need to get back into Division 2." Oh, see that flicker? We might lose power. Big lightning strikes. My wife comes in and says, "There is no might. We're going to lose power." Thank you. She says we are losing power. Let me what do I have to do here? Research. It's always interesting to me when you see such widely different reviews, like how AEW is getting 6s on some sites and some are saying 8s or 9s. I think people are comparing that game to other games that technically, I mean, you can compare, but I think you'll be disappointed in that comparison. You know, the game company came out and was 100%. Like going for what they're going for, not the realistic stuff. There is a lot of problems with the game, but that's any game, right? That we don't like. The customization's a little weak for me. I don't like that there's no announcers in the game, so it's kind of like it's weird. It's like awkwardly silent. All you hear is like the match itself going on, like the rumbling of the ring and whatnot. And if people like that, cool. We're doing this until Sarge gets on. Just going to get rid of all the weapons that we're not using right now. All right, we got an SMG. Okay. Shotguns. I don't want to upgrade like multiple guns here. All right, now optimization. No, yeah, optimization, right? No, not optimization. Recalibration station. No, not recalibration. Okay. Yeah, it takes a lot of grind to level expertise in Division 2. I'm only level 15. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is, right? All right, let's go. Let's go trash everything else that we don't need. Everything I have on me is basically stars. Punch drunk, headshot, weapon damage. Not bad. Save that for a second. That's a good one. That's a good one. We got 30 knee pads. Dear Lord. Seven gloves. Let's keep that one, and we have backpack. All right.
What can I help you find?
I need to sell junk.
This should fill up my inventory. Good trading with you, Agent.
Oh, I totally forgot about my weapons here. Get rid of that. Dismantle those. Yeah. And we got to level up. We didn't level up from last time. Like you see this model here inside of a division, right? Like the Paragon level. That's what this is, right? Where I get to choose like which one I want to put it in. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I want explosive resistance. I'm going to put it inside that, right? Oh, this one I'm going to put it inside my reload speed, right? That's what this is.
Agent in need of backup.
And yet, for some reason, in Diablo, it's like randomly put out through the thing. I don't know if that makes. I don't know if that makes it a much better game. You know what I mean?
A clan member has joined your team.
Fill me up with dental floss now.
Oh, let me start a party, Sarge. It's not a 0, by the way. Just picked the game. I would give Troopers a 8 based on what I've seen. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's got good bones. It's got a good foundation on what Starship Troopers is, and I think it's going to be a good game once it releases. Could that be patched in later? It's a big patch. Like the dialogue stuff to add in later, they guess they could, but that's a big. They probably save a shit ton of money not doing it. It's just weird. It just like comes off. It's just kind of empty and whatnot. I don't know. Can you hear me, Sarge?
I see you're having a good day.
All right, what do we got to do? We got to do a control point manhunt objective. Is there a mission you got to do here? Or do you just start it? I guess just start it. Microsoft CEO, if we were up to me, I get rid of exclusives. Has no love for the battle of exclusives in video game industry. I mean, I can understand what he's saying. I mean, if you look at, here's the difference that you guys don't see.
I've got what you want.
Like you PlayStation fans don't see it, right? PlayStation does exclusives, and I'm not mad about it, right? It is what it is. What he's saying there is that we don't want exclusives. We just want to be able to play anywhere, right? That's what they're doing now. That's the actual goal for Microsoft, is that they want to put it on mobile. They want to put it on old Xbox, new Xbox, PC, wherever you want to play. That's where they're letting you play. The only reason they're doing exclusives is because their competitors, which are Nintendo and Sony, also do exclusives. So they have to roll with the punches with the rest of the people doing exclusives. Hence, otherwise they would die off because they're not competing. So did you download AEW?
I did not yet.
Just get a wrestling ring in the FTC court and have Phil and Ryan duke it out. Let's give a console kitties what they really want. It's like the MTV show, Celebrity Deathmatch.
We need all the help we can get.
Sucks getting caught out here in the heat of the day.
I mean, I would think most gamers, most gamers, right? Not most fanboys, most gamers would agree with we don't want exclusives. We just want to be able to play with our friends across platforms. Right now, I feel like I'm playing Payday because I have the mask on. I'm like running around. Oop. I like how you just dropped it right by him. You're like, here's my... Except Payday's in first person. Okay. I said I feel like the guy from Payday is what I said.
Reinforcements.
Come on.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Front door. Or front gate, I should say. Oh, did you already call reinforcements in?
Additional hostile contacts.
Yeah, I don't like working alone.
Where are they coming from? Oh, front gate, front gate. Up above. More guys coming in.
Head down next time.
Hostile detected.
Great fucking. Bring it down. My armor's fresh.
Black Tusk activity at the
There we
Department
go.
of Justice.
I don't understand. You didn't pick a mission. You just came here. That's all it said to do.
Supply room access.
It just showed yellow on the thing, so I went here.
Okay.
Did you get
So
credit?
lazy.
Did you get credit for it?
I mean, it says point captured. I don't know
Well,
what we're supposed to do for after that.
Yeah, let me look at the map. I mean, I don't know. Bounties, maybe?
Go under projects. It's got to tell you.
Yeah, Golf 1. You got a bounty. Right, first party is different than being exclusive, right? Like, if it's a first party game, I mean, yeah, it's exclusive. I'm talking about third party games that are exclusive is what I'm talking about. One of the court documents, Sarge, did you see that Xbox was looking to buy
Yeah.
Square Enix for Final Fantasy to bring it to Xbox?
Yeah. Just like PlayStation was looking to do fucking Starfield. Purchase Starfield.
See, I'm from the mindset of if it's multiplayer, make it crossplay. And if it's crossplay, then people are like, you have a PlayStation, I have an Xbox, I don't really care. I'm just gonna buy the game, right? Buy the game. But they don't want that. They want you to buy the game with their console, right? Xbox is trying to switch that. Xbox is like, look, we don't care if you buy our system. You could buy an expensive system. You could buy a cheap system. You could buy a PC. You could buy a mobile phone. You could get the xCloud. We don't care. We just want you in our we just want you in our ecosystem. That's it. That's all they want.
In danger. Target near you.
Microsoft is trying to change the landscape of gaming. So play where you want, right? That's what the play where you want is. But then everyone keeps throwing it in their face like play where you want, but then you make Starfield exclusive and I can't play where I want. It's like, well, we're giving you an option of Xbox or PC. If PlayStation got it, it would be just PlayStation.
Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oh, we got these to do.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Guy behind me.
Supply drop claimed.
Keep him busy.
Supply drop claimed. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Target is near you, Agent. Supply drop claimed. All crates are now empty. Supplies dropped successfully.
Little guy over here. Yeah, the guy is over here. Where do we? Oh, he's over in this building over here. Yeah, Quintar, we were looking up. Go ahead. Go
The
ahead.
fun factor for this game is still good though. I like running around in this world, killing shit, and hanging out with friends.
Right. Oh, it's this one. Oh, up in the middle.
Downstairs or upstairs?
Upstairs. Up in the middle. The guy's up there. Guy to your left.
Upside.
upstairs on the balcony.
Can't move from here.
In front, where we came in.
They're gonna go all 4 doors? Yep, they're gonna go all 4 doors.
Go on top. One on top, one coming down. We gotta go down. Where we have to go?
I don't know.
Where's our build?
I'm looking.
Nope, nope, over here. Guy on the belly, on the floor. Down. Guy next to you. Out the door.
Playing this game too long, I know all the doors.
I think we have to go back around. Yeah, we have to go back other side.
Nope. Nope.
No? You go this way?
Nope.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Yeah, I really like this SMG build thing. I was like, where? Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay.
Suck it.
Great.
He was just sandwiched between us.
Like maybe Plaza's cool, I guess.
Good.
They didn't even know I was in the room.
Good.
They didn't even know I was in the room.
Patriot or some shit. It's
Good.
just a pit with flagpoles.
You know how many times I get lasered down to death?
Agent, get to Navy Plaza.
All right, Navy Plaza is the next thing we have to do,
Neutralized. Good work. That's
Which
another
is-
one down. Good job, Agent.
which is just right down the street. How open these gates? Oh, never mind.
Switch it to challenging.
I thought we were on challenging this entire time. Global settings. Firm setting. I change. What you saying? Oh, Massive knows how to do open worlds. One reason why I still play Division 2. Yeah, it's really good. God, no PvP in Division 2, like in all games, sucks ass. Oh, you're saying don't play PvP in Division 2? I look, when I was younger, I absolutely loved PvP. That's what I played. Right? From SOCOM to Call of Duty to all the stuff, right? I love PvP. I mean, Battlefield is one of my favorite games, right? I love playing against other people. But when it's like games like this, like what I like about the old Battlefield in PvP when I used to play hardcore, it was just me versus them. It wasn't that that person had a 10 times scope and, you know, they had the advantage.
60% damage, 60% damage reduction.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was just me versus them using the exact same character, no weapon changes. It's like if you picked the scout class, you were the scout. You had the same shitty sniper rifle that everybody else had, or if you were an assault guy, and that was it, right? I like those days. Now there's this, you know, like Sarge just said, 60% reduction. You got more armor. You're this. You're a higher level. It's like I don't like it anymore, and I'm older. I'm older now, and my reflexes, I'll admit, are not the best. I mean, I'm not Mr. Old Fogey here, but I can even tell when my son plays a game and I play a game, his reflexes are faster than mine. That's just the way it is.
Detecting additional hostile
Who is shooting me?
Everybody.
How did I get this close? Very simple. I just walked up here. Pick your head up. Pick it. Let him come up. Let him come up. Guy far left. Got big Chungo. Chungo in the back. That guy's shooting me from the control point over there.
hostile control point detected.
Got this one guy over here. I wish you could... Can you mark in this? I never knew if you could mark.
Reinforcements incoming.
Like, for instance, Travis, right? Diablo. I walked into the PvP zone, right? I was just going there to get the Lilith statue. There was a level 100 dude just waiting in there and murdering everybody that walks in. I was like, how is that fun? Right? How I mean, it's fun for that guy, right? Like, we're not even in the same level. I'm 74, he's level 100. I have no shot. No shot. Same with this game, right? You get a guy that's maxed out, balls to the wall, PvP build, and you walk into that PvP zone, you are dead instantaneously. Unless you go grind for a couple, you know, tens to hundreds of hours. Just so you can walk in there and use the meta build, right? The meta build. Right? Back in the day, back in my day, right, you would just play Battlefield, and you would use the support guy, and you would use the recon guy, and if I was a better shot than you, it was my skill, and if you wanted to get good, that's where the word comes from. Get good. I don't need to get good when I have the advantage of some sort of you know, extra armor, I got this one gun that dropped for me and I'm like super lucky, or you're in that pay to win thing where you get to pay for the weapons.
An agent needs assistance. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, come on.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I'm gonna let him raise you. Oh, they're coming up behind us now.
Going for their flag. Smash it. Shit. Lost them.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Trying to surround.
Vital signs critical.
Reloading. I'll deal with it.
Oh,
Serious
come
trauma
on,
detected.
dude.
Agent down.
He's over by me. Starman's trying to pick me up.
There you are.
Going for the gun. Shit, falling back.
Nope.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Nope. Oh, Jesus. We got more guys over here.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Yeah, there was a what's it called? Convoy coming through, and my gun opened fired on him.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, fall back, fall back, fall back. Oh my goodness.
Serious trauma detected.
I'm attacking now.
Dear Lord. Was it an elite squad that was walking?
It's challenging. Plus this mission.
Very close. They're going around us. Get the hell away from there.
This dude's like hiding behind the tree over here. Come on. Ooh, he's gonna come around the corner. I'm coming for you. Come on, Super Dave.
Left side, left side, left side.
Another guy coming up. Upside. Coming up. One more guy behind the car over here. Left side. More guys coming in. Left side. 2 guys.
Serious trauma detected.
Where's the supply? No, I can't play it tonight until 1 a.m., so I'm just going to play it tomorrow.
Left side.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Can't take much more fire. Got no eyes on him.
Sergeant Crawford. Moving up right side.
Fuck you.
Oh, Jesus
Immediate medical
Christ.
assistance needed.
Behind us on the left.
Behind us on the left.
How did you get there?
Yep. He's behind us on the left.
Gotta reload. This bastard shot the hell.
We can win with that gun on our side.
I can't see them.
Where is this dude back here? I think he went inside the building. Yeah, he did.
3 of them in here now.
Not even hiding.
This dude's hiding behind the luggage and stuff over here, man. There's more guys back here? Oh, I see him.
Take position. Taking fire.
One more?
There's a few more.
Drop that sight. I hit it.
Crawford's almost dead. Crawford's dead. We got guys in the back. Way back. Is there another guy?
Hostile
Oh,
radio
Jesus.
intercepted.
Cool. Archives. It's like being back in the library at Kenley. Except, you know, more boring. And with less people making out in the stacks.
Okay.
Where the hell are you taking
Main
me?
guy over here. He died. Oh.
We're closing in on them. Eva's at the National Archives.
National Archives.
Supply room access unlocked.
Like, see right now, guys, the thing that I was having a conversation about the other day about Diablo, about the battle pass or season pass, is exactly what we're doing right now in this game, right? I didn't have to make a new character for seasons, and I totally understand if people want to do that in that game. They want to make seasons, and then you take your character up. Like, if I want to make a new character, I could make a new character if I wanted to, right? But it's my choice, right? It's my choice that if I wanted to do it, I could. How come I can't? Okay. Right, so like right now, I'm going up seasons, right? I'm level 8 on the season, doing absolutely nothing except for just playing the game, right? There's the free track, there's the paid track, and if I want to go up it, right, and then afterwards, if I wanted to buy this season pass, okay, this season, I would pay for the premium, but I don't care about that stuff, right? I thought 30 had early access. No, I didn't have early access. I got a code. I got a code from the developers to play it early. Like, but I could do a review, but I'm not allowed to live stream the play until at 1 a.m. Tonight, basically. All right. National Archive is... The hell is the National Archive? I guess it's a bounty. I guess you're looking at the bounties. Yep. 2 hotel.
Where we gotta go?
Right there.
Oh, just south?
Yep. I don't get very many codes, Super Dave, so I don't want to burn any bridges. You know what I mean?
Target near you.
Right. You got to make a new character by force in Diablo, right? But right now, this character's 4 years old, right? My level for this character is 631. Because that's what I choose to do. You know what I mean? I could make a brand new character if I wanted to go up the seasons and then try something
Can't get in
different,
that way.
different build or whatnot.
My buddy is open for business.
Oh, for God's sakes. I'm going to fast travel to you because there's cases down here, but... Yeah, the wizard behind the curtain is that Diablo is now a seasonal game and not really a non-seasonal game. Yeah, but I'm okay playing seasons if I could just keep my character and just go up that pass. Like I don't want to just do seasons. Do you see what I'm saying though? Like Quintar, like the part that we're playing right now literally has no bearing on anything in Diablo. Not to say I'm not enjoying myself, because I am. You know what I mean? I have 150, 60 hours in the game.
Switching position.
Guy on the door, behind the door, over here. They're downstairs. It's nice coming in this way.
I hear heavy foot.
Yeah.
The
heavy-
Chungus.
I think there's 2 of them.
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Take them apart!
Stay to your right. Stay to your right. Okay. Guys, middle door. Or to the left.
Far left.
Clear?
Doors keep opening in my face. I can't tell if they're attacking me or the door just opening by itself.
Hold on, I'm grabbing a whole bunch of stuff here. Hold on. I need a med pack. Where are you at? You have 2 left on me. Let's go back inside. What was the last Ubisoft game you played and went, this isn't fun at all? What was it, Wildlands? I think it was Wildlands. Is that what it was called? I think that's what it was called.
That's your target.
Granite flanky on the right.
Yep. I got my gun aiming at him, so I'm gonna shoot the other guy. He's almost dead.
Agent,
There you go.
get to the viewpoint museum. We found the
One to the left behind the wall.
target. Nice. Looks like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
Okay, we located her. Viewpoint Museum. Let's go to the museum and save her. You think we'll see her? Or do you think she'll just show up at the thing?
If I told you I played this mission 3 times already, but I've never played it inside my own game, what would you say?
I wouldn't say anything. I'd be like, okay. You help other people do
No,
it?
you asked me if you see her. What do you think?
Oh. No, I don't think you see her, just like the first guy.
Exactly. It's fucking lazy, dude. Where are we gonna go?
We gotta go to... here. Let me chat for a second. Travis, much needed nap and a shower and some D4 grinding. That's my pickup go game when I'm bored. Which one, Super Dave? Oh, COD Battle Pass. Gotcha. Breakpoint, because Wildlands was great. No. Which one came out first? Let me. It might be Breaking Point. Which one came out first, Breaking Point or Wildlands? Wildlands was first and Breaking Point? Yeah, so it's Wildlands.
Eva's been through a lot. She was finally starting to open up. We need to get her back.
Hang on 1 second. My my gadget thing is full. 1 second.
Oh, I just destruct all of them every time. Well, you didn't ask me if I thought the game was good. You just asked me, when's the last Ubisoft game that you thought was boring? I said Wildlands. I hated the AI. Up until Redfall came out, Wildlands AI was crap. Okay? Because I would hide in a bush, I would take a sniper shot, and kill a guy from far off, and everybody in the base knew exactly where I was. And I was like, what are we talking about? And I'm pretty sure Wildlands, they changed it and fixed it over time, if I'm not mistaken. What's on, Chief? I'm at Division 2. Bought the expansion, and it came with the character boost. And I accidentally used the boost because I keep popping up, and I completed the story. I completed the story on me. Yeah, that sucks, Quintar.
Yep.
If you make a new character, do you boost through the story again? Oh, but then you would have to play the whole first part again, I think. I'll be right with you, Sarge.
Just so you know, I was completely in cover when I went down.
They're flanking us to the left. Behind us. Don't overextend. Really put a scope on this one. Hold on 1 second while we're in the middle of a firefight. Can I put mod 4 times? Headshot damage 8 times. Yeah. What are you fighting guys on the outside?
Well, I'm not getting my health back, so I know someone's got to be close.
There's a guy. Hold on. What's he doing out there, though?
Enemy is too close. What did you do? Yeah.
I guess we can just move in. We can just move in.
What's he doing here?
There. I'm not sure yet, Chief. Sarge just brought his computer in to get fixed, and he's supposed to pick it up tomorrow. So, as of right now, if everything goes as planned, he gets his computer back, and it all works, then do you want to do a show tomorrow night, Sarge? Or you just want to play AEW for that time slot?
To make sure everything works, man. To make sure I didn't fry my chip.
Yeah, I would say we'll miss it again, GXG this week, Chief, and then we'll just play AEW tomorrow.
I'll know by noon tomorrow if my chip's fried or not. Right before then.
One's down.
Guy upstairs with us.
Let's not die alone out here.
Want to push him?
Left side, left side, left side.
I don't think I've ever been over here. I don't think I've ever used that staircase. Multiple guys on me. Underneath us. Is there... Oh, yellow guy up top.
Agent down.
I got lasered.
Oh, shit. Okay, come on.
He's on the right. It's a sniper.
That purple guy.
That's the medic. That's even worse.
I don't see the sniper. I guess it's the red
Yeah,
guy.
he's gone.
Okay.
He's gone now. These rooms are hectic and the guys are in the wrong spots, so don't push.
Okay, so you see how that is, Quintar? Now I know you're a Diablo guy, right? I know you're a Diablo guy. But that it feels like shit though, right? That you have to start all the way over. You're like, yeah, I don't really want to do that again. Right? That's the people feel like that don't want to make another character in Diablo. They're like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Full red.
Yeah, that was Wildlands pissed me off because the sniper by trade, I can see patterns of everything and have patience, and I'm able to make good shots and keep my hidden. Yeah, not in Wildlands you couldn't. In Wildlands, all AI got detected regardless if there was a radio chatter, if you were being quiet or not, and I was like, yeah, no.
Where you come from? My arm is shot.
Guys up top. Going down the stairs. Can they jump off the balcony behind us? I think they can.
Let's get a target. He's flanking. Watch.
All dead. Okay.
See him. Hey, or bye.
D4 hype died on me. Wanted to get to World Tier 4, and this is why I asked for the help. And now only play a little to do the Nightmare Dungeons. Yeah, see, do you see though? And it's sad. It's sad. You might have not seen the full wizard though, right? You might have seen not the full wizard. I mean, when behind us, behind us, behind us, behind us, behind us. Dude, what a fucking door placement that was.
You keep going out different doors, man.
Guy upstairs on the stairs on the right.
Go for the yellow guy on the same level we're on.
Yep.
Get that shooter off me.
Okay.
Rogue agent detected.
Rogue agent.
Rogue agent and no music.
Rogue incinerator turret detected.
Watch out, he threw the flamethrower down.
Turret
Yep.
detected.
Don't even bother going over there.
Rogue artillery turret detected.
He's over here.
Hostile artillery turret detected.
Is there multiple of them?
I only see the one.
Guess I'll have to take care of this.
Whatever, dude.
Assistance.
I don't know what the fuck he hit me with. Hit me with 2 bullets, bro.
Not
I'm
only
down.
did he hit you, but he hit me at the exact same time. Like, what the fuck?
Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. He's got that crappy burn shit on. Where his bullets do like 10 times as much damage.
Oh, you don't want. I got you. I got you. Where the fuck did he go? Did he dive into the elevator?
I don't know. He went through the wall, bro. He cheated so bad he dove through the closed door elevator. That's how bad.
What?
He cheated. He dove into the fucking wall, dude.
Come on now.
I'm being serious.
No, I see him. I see him through there.
He dove into the closed door elevator. That's how broke this game is.
I threw this out at him.
How am I supposed to get him now? How are we supposed to get him?
Well, let me see. If I throw this,
This is crap, dude.
see, I
Cheating rogue bitch.
I don't want to fucking do this whole mission over again.
Well, then it becomes problem solving.
See, the
Things
code
don't go off.
the code should be right now that he can't
He's
see
dead.
us. He's dead. It should move on.
Yes. Yep.
Can I dive through the wall? I mean, if he dove through the wall. Hey, did you get through the wall?
No.
How'd you get over there?
I just walked back. He's in the wall, dude. All right, let's see.
This is fucking dumb. The mobs reset. It takes a long time. What's a long time?
All right, first let's see if the door is open upstairs. And if the door's not open upstairs, let's go back to the beginning of the map. We'll fast travel out to the beginning of the map and walk our way back in and see if he resets.
Door's open.
Yeah, this door's not open.
Oh, isn't it? Isn't this the door?
No, this is the door here. Okay, I'm gonna fast travel out. Let's see what happens. Fucking douchebags.
Well, hold on. I gotta come there too, right?
Yep.
I don't know if you agree. What's going on, Winzo? Agree with that or not, 30. Would you like your take on what I said and crazy correct it? Okay, hold on. Let me see what you said. Let me see what you said. Isn't the same like Diablo 3 where it was way later, where people already had tons of time to play normally? Is that the question, or did you ask me something else before that? Let's see. I'm not sure on D3, Winzo, because I literally started playing D3 like November of last year. I didn't play for like 9 years. More higher up? All right, give me a second. Just copy and paste it back in. I don't see it. I don't see it. Just copy and paste it again. I can see him still stuck there.
Well, then we're fucked. He won't get out of the wall. We're fucked.
I wonder if I throw a grenade, just a regular grenade. Will it do damage to the wall enough to him?
You gotta be close enough. Sometimes the flame turrets work. The flame turret might work.
Walker dove into the...
He dove
the
into
wall.
a closed elevator, dude. Yep.
Let's see. I gotta hit it right.
I couldn't tell if that was a hit or if that was a thing. Didn't see any damage numbers.
He's definitely...
Show my-
He's definitely getting freaked out by it.
I don't see his yellow mark anymore.
Yeah, I do. I see him. Hold on.
Where is he?
Let's see. Flame turret, right? You said flame turret?
Possible. This is crap, dude. Absolute crap.
It's alright. This is gaming in 2023.
No. Doesn't see him, so there's no...
Hold on. It moves him.
I don't see him anymore. Like, I don't see the mark on the wall anymore. You still see him?
Yep, I still see him. I see his full health. He's close to the door now. Can I change my grenades too?
You have to change your specialization to change the grenade.
Oh. Oh, you know what? You know what might work here? Hold on, let me see. Oh.
Serious trauma. Agent out of action.
All right, let's see.
We're not let's just stop wasting time. Let's just go pick a different mission, pick something else, and we'll come back.
No,
Let it reset.
We'll just reset it. Just reset the fucking thing. Let's go
Fucking garbage.
Back. All right, and wanted to start over again. Why am I missing your first part? I don't see. First thing you're saying is, and wanting to start over again for a season when we only had a month or a month and a half to play the main story, and that is the difference with D3 because we had a long time to play the main till seasons ever happened. Again, for D3, I never played D3. I played literally one season, one. I played like season 27 or whatever it was. They didn't have
deselect the bounty or whatever.
Guys over.
Airburst outbound. Got your back. Trap them between us.
Okay.
You haven't reset anything.
No, I haven't done anything. I just started fighting guys. That's why. How do I reset it?
You gotta go do something else. You gotta cancel the bounty and go do something else.
Cancel the bounty.
Yeah, you gotta go do something else. You gotta do something else. You're on this mission.
Contract active. You already have an active bounty contract. I can't cancel it, so we have to wait. No, I gotta wait. This is 5 days, 6 hours, 35 minutes.
Just go do anything else, dude. Do an invaded mission.
Okay. It's buggy, Mo. It's buggy.
Ever since that crash they had back,
It was like
4
February
months ago, whatever
yeah,
it was.
It was like January, February.
Hostile control point identified.
I think a lot of people that are playing Diablo and they're we're playing this. Is that what we're doing?
Something, anything.
Okay, so
Near as we can tell, Black Tusk is spread out throughout the building.
I think a lot of people are
prepared.
they're like, well, this is how it is. It's like it's just weird because that's not how D3 was. D3 didn't have seasons. You know what I mean? They were put in after the fact. Right? And the way D4 is now is a completely different game. It's an open world, right? Open world, light MMO, with level scaling, like leveling through your whole process, which wasn't in you know, the other ones as well.
Moving up.
Here we go.
You know, I think maybe we should just turn the game off. You should reset the game completely and come back in. I'm not sure if this is gonna do it.
Okay. You just want me to log out?
Let's do it. Let's do this anyway because you need the invaded mission anyway.
Why do I need the invaded mission?
Because it's one of those things you have to do for the week, right? You don't care.
I don't care.
Okay. Your call then.
Yeah, I'll log out and then I'll come back in. And that's not like D3 where seasons didn't happen right away. And this is what I'm saying, 30. Exactly. And it doesn't get that basically he makes no sense. People might as well tell him then why he even had the campaign for the game. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what was the point of the campaign 6 weeks before the first season? I leveled up, went through the game, got all the little statues, did all the dungeons, did the whole thing, and now my characters were not. Right? When season 1 comes out, and the bad parts about the season the game right now is the slog of leveling. Now, if I play in season 1 with a brand new character, and then I start going up the level of the season pass, and then all of a sudden now I can get bonus XP for just playing the game, the slog wouldn't be as bad. I don't have... What is this now? Okay. Something ain't right here. Okay. I started it back up.
You are now group leader. You have been promoted to...
I honestly think at some point Blizzard will be forced to, but they won't see the drawback from it until the data after season 1. And I've said that, yeah. I said they'll see the data, they'll see people that stop playing or don't want to do season 1, and then they'll adjust.
Clan has joined your team.
But the fact that they have to do that and not know is just strange to me. And it all comes down to because of the microtransactions in the game. That's it. The incentivization of why would I play a season, right? Why would I play a season if I could just play my main character? So they're like, well, let's make it where you have to play the season so more people would buy the battle pass. Yes, it's free, but it forces them to do the season, it forces them to do the battle pass. Where they don't see it is, if I could just play the battle pass in my regular game, and I'm enjoying myself in the regular game by leveling up my character to level 100, then I probably might buy, there's a potential that I might buy your season or your battle pass because I'm leveling up the character that I want to play. One leads to the next, you know what I mean? Like, the reason this is in the game is because of this. The reason that's in the game is because of this. And that's the reason. The reason is they want you to potentially get the battle pass. Plain and simple.
Damn it. Go!
he's behind the wall. There's a guy over here to the left, I think. Underneath us? Okay. Is that it?
I hope so.
So were we just lucky to get the rogue agent, or the rogue agent always shows up at this time?
He's always there. It's always one rogue agent, no music. He just shows up and then causes a problem, but I've never seen him jump through the goddamn elevator.
I mean, leave it to us.
Yep,
Guard duty sucks.
that's what we do. We lock up games.
Fuck! Bastards here! Opening fire!
I could actually lock onto somebody. That's interesting. I can mark a target because my gun is somewhere, even though it's not in the same room as me. But I can lock onto him. Guy on the right side. Behind the wall. Down. Okay. This is going much smoother.
Sweep and clear. Sweep and clear.
We're already back at the same spot we were.
And well, this time we have to make sure he doesn't go into the elevator. Oh shit! Shit! They came out a different door. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
I'm stuck behind a door. Oh.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I got stuck behind that door that's open. I dove and I got stuck behind it.
That's close enough. Keep it tight.
Guy on the other side, right side. Okay, he's down.
Rogue agent detected.
Okay,
Okay, rogue agents out.
right
Just
behind
jump right
you.
in front of me. We gotta get him away from this fucking elevator.
Rogue Restorer Hive detected. Hostile Restorer Hive detected.
He won't push me because my thing's out. I'm keeping him away from the elevator. See if you can get around from behind him.
I'm trying to shoot him from. I guess I can try to get behind him, but I was up on top of him.
He's got his repair thing out. I can't do anything.
Yeah, he's moving across where I was. And now he's going
Better
upstairs.
than by the elevator.
Now he's going upstairs where I was. He's running
Better than by the elevator.
upstairs all the way in the back.
I got you now.
Rogue artillery turret detected.
Holy shit.
Hostile artillery turret detected.
No.
That
Okay. Okay.
okay. Let me go down, grab the stuff that I missed. Sorry, chat. I'm not reading chat right away. I'm in the middle of gunfights and stuff.
All right, hang on before you start shooting.
I'm not shooting anything. I'm just getting in place so I can throw my thing.
They're gonna come out behind you on the right side. Don't. That's a bad spot. Trust me.
Okay. Where would you like me to go?
All right, you ready?
Where would you like me to go?
Further, a little further back. So when they come out the back doors behind you, you can get into the side.
Okay. What door do they go in? From?
The right side doors. Up and down.
This is it.
Jump! You fucking moron!
Target located. He's in cover. Get out. Damn it. I'm gonna need a medic over here.
Okay. Lieutenant Thompson.
I'm out. Reloading.
Is he still on that damn gun?
No, it's a different guy on the gun. Lieutenant Thompson. He's off the gun now. Any more guys come out? Is there another wave?
It depends. When I play with more people, the answer is yes. I'm not sure because we're playing with 2 people.
Okay. That's it? Oh. Come on now.
They don't even let us open a door and have, like find her inside of a closet.
Like
You know? Just like a normal mission. Just like a normal mission.
So that's it. Now I just go back to the castle. I don't understand. The entire 4 years we've been playing the game, there's hostages that you
Guys in closets.
Yeah, you
inside
get people-
containers.
yeah. in the campaigns like that, inside the actual afterwards like that, but yet this season they're like, yeah, completed. All right, cool. Let's change it up. Instead of them killing everyone, let's rescue people, but let's not show the rescue.
Identified.
Ever. Just fucking lazy, dude. All you had to do is put a guy in a closet with a name over it. That's it.
Yeah, thanks for rescuing
That's
me.
it.
Yeah, thanks for rescuing me.
That's it.
Here she is.
You could have used the same voice. You could use the same voice you did for the people that we rescued. You didn't have to change the damn voice. Just say thanks. That's it.
And mine's a pretty sweet gig.
I mean, okay. Now, what is this for?
I had an idea for your stream, Mike. We could play State of Decay. I'm not saying tonight. We could play State of Decay, and you have the chat vote. They have 3 votes. Recruit a guy, go for a plague heart, or change bases.
Okay.
And whatever they pick, we have to do.
Okay, changing bases would take like the whole stream.
No, it wouldn't. You just need a number of people, and then you need to change base. That's it. You have to have enough people and change base.
What am I doing here? It just says use laptop, but what am I using? What am I doing here?
Did you talk to her? That's it.
I did.
Well, congratulations. You're a winner.
Event multiplier. Target Ava Garcia. Okay. Coming soon. Unlocks in 5 days. I can get a little microphone on the back of my backpack.
Ooh. You can drop the mic on the terrorists.
Drop the mic.
I'm going for the supply guy. It's a +2.
I'm gonna read
I have-
chat. Let's see here. What you guys saying? Exactly. Get all basically make no sense. People might have to tell. I already saw that. Also, regardless, with him is automatically can't trust because he's also a Blizzard in somewhat shape or form, getting it given flow put in, etc. Of course, the videos he was going to say that stuff. Oh, you're talking about Riker. Yeah. I saw Riker's video. When you shoot too fast, fast the game catch up and damage numbers. What did you say you don't like? A lot of people like the seasonal structure. And I know 30 probably, this sounds crazy, but even if Diablo Immortals, you still use the same person, I believe. Yeah, it's just a weird system, right? Let me go back into more Diablo 4, right? So right now, when you're leveling up, it's a slog. But in the seasons, it's not going to be as a slog because you're getting those bonus points that you can upgrade. So it's going to feel better. And everyone that's playing right now, sure. I mean, if you break it down and go, well, I'm wasting my time playing a video game, that's one thing. But when you literally show me that I'm wasting my time, then it's like, it's eye-opening. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, I just put 150 hours in this character. Now it's nothing, right? That's the difference. That's the difference. And I completed the campaign. I'm done with the campaign. I beat it with the druid. If I want to beat it 4 more times with my other characters, I could do that if I wanted to, right? I could go for level 100 and go for Uber Lilith, and that's another thing I can do. If I want to jump into seasons, I can jump into seasons. But if I want to do the battle pass, I have to make a new character. In a world where the world scales with you, regardless if you're level 1, regardless if you're level 90, and the defense of the people that like Diablo so much that defend it, they're like, well, why would you want to come in with a level 90 character into the world and then just beat the new content? Because
same reason why I do it anyway.
Right.
The same reason why I spend the time to get powerful, so I can do that.
Because I can do it.
I can do that.
Right. People don't want to sit there for 50 hours so they can get the increment amount of power so they can kill that guy. They already spent the 50, 60, 70, 100, 120 hours to get that gear. So if the new boss comes into the world and then I go into it and then I go, well, I already beat it. Right? Okay. That's my choice. How does that affect you that wants to do the seasonal content, that wants to do the new boss, that wants to do the new story? It doesn't. Because I'm in my world, you're in your world. I'm level 90, you're level 1. I beat the boss, and I'm good. I'm happy with it. I don't have to put another 70 hours in to get back to where I am right then and there just so I could beat the one new boss they put in that section or that new area that they've put in. You know what I mean? I could just go into that area and beat it. A lot of people who don't play ARPGs don't understand that as an ARPG, players, you make another player every season. This is a new mechanic. That's not what people are complaining about, though, Water. They're complaining that they can't do the Battle Pass because the Battle Pass is linked to the season. They just want to use their character in the game that they're playing right now that they still haven't beaten the campaign or still haven't got to level 50 or still haven't got to level 70 or still haven't got to level 100 and also do the Battle Pass. That is what people want to do.
Right, because they don't play fucking every day, 6 hours a day.
But then again, you keep your player at the end of the seasons, you'll get access to those mechanics and unique. Again, that's not what people are complaining about. Battle Pass really needs to be linked to regular game, especially since they're talking about 2 expansion packs. Path of Exiles does it, Warhammer does it, Last of Epoch does it, etc. Last of Epoch, Path of Exile, all of those are not Diablo. They also don't scale with you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Path of Exile, you level up. And as you level up, there's harder areas and not harder areas. In Diablo, everything scales to you. So it doesn't matter if you go into the seasons as level 90 or if you go into the seasons as right. It's so simple to make a change where if I'm not a level 1 and I go into the seasons, I can't be part of the ladder leaderboards. You see what I'm saying? That's it. If I want to partake in the ladder system, the competition, the leaderboards, then I have to start a new character. But if I don't, I should just be able to take the character that I've already put 140 hours into and go up the battle pass, because the battle pass unlocks certain things in the game, and I should be able to do that. Each season, you mean? It's wait. Does the season's gear have special perks that you can't get outside of the seasons until after it's over? Yeah, it's new gear. It's new gear, but it's linked to the battle pass. See, the difference here is there's seasons, which is the ladder, right? The seasons is one thing. The battle pass is another. But the battle pass is linked to the seasons. I don't understand the people's argument of, well, this is how an ARPG is, though. If I play my character and I want to level up the battle pass, how does that affect you? So if you don't play seasons, you can't get the gear until after the season. Correct. So right now, Viking, if I want to level my character up, which is slower in the regular game, now they did the patch for the Nightmare Dungeons, so I can level up faster. Force Gaming did a video where you can do anywhere between like 1 million, 1.5 million, up to 3 million XP per Nightmare Dungeon if you're running 2 people, right? So you can level up that way, right? So if you're looking for that level 100 type of thing, that's what you do, okay? But if you want to get the gear, which, cool, you want to put stuff behind the season, that's fine. Again, the people are like, why? The people that are hardcore are like, why would you want to bring in a character at level 50 and then just stomp on something? But you're not.
They do it all the time.
But you're not stomping on something because the
everything's your
world,
level.
yeah, the world is leveled with you, right? It's not like
Not
I'm level
stomping
50
shit.
going into level 1. I'm level 50, and going up the battle pass, I would still have to do the battle pass, right? And if I got to level 10 and it says, well, you have to be such and such level, then I would unlock, right? If it's at level 8 and says you have to be level 10, well, then I would unlock it at level 8 instead of 10, and so on and so forth. It wouldn't bother anybody except Bungie. Or, sorry, see, I said Bungie. It wouldn't accept anybody except Blizzard, because at that point, you're like, well, why are they playing the seasons? So basically, 30, it seems like these hardcore YouTubers are saying this, and they are so hard on this subject because they want to have something to hold over normal people to play, it seems like, right? But they can. That's what I don't understand. If Diablo at the end of the day is a single player game. It's a single player game where your world scales with you. And if you want to be a part of the ladder system to see if you're the best of the best, then there's no change for you. But if you're a person that has a level 25, 50, 70, and you're still playing it, and you want to continue playing that character, and I then start the season, I wouldn't be able to be a part of the leaderboard. You see what I'm saying? That's it. That's the only thing that has to change. Even if it's linked to the actual seasons, like go up the battle pass and you unlock this new boss or whatever, you still have to go up the battle pass to unlock the stuff in the story. And since the world scales with you, there is no difference. Me or someone else that wants to do the battle pass with their character that's level 50 or 70 doesn't affect anybody in the ladder system, doesn't affect anybody in the seasons. It's just me and the battle pass and my character playing the game. That's it. Yeah, no, season of D1, D2, OG, Titan Quest, Grim Dawn, and the list can go on with ARPGs. Diablo Seasons is different than the regular season pass. Yes, seasons is seasons. The battle pass is the battle pass, but the battle pass is linked to the seasons. If you love it, though, like I do, it just continue to play until the season starts. The only thing I'm playing right now for Diablo, I don't honestly care about leveling my character in the state of Diablo is right now. There's no point for me to get to level 100 with this character because I'm not even at 85 yet, which is halfway point to 100 for the same XP that I did from 1 to 85. Right now, I'm at 75. During the seasons, if I start a brand new character, I bet you I get to 75 in half the time that it took me now, because there's double XP, triple XP, whatever. It's like 3%, 6%, 12%, 18%, 20% extra XP locked on total, because as you're leveling up the battle pass, you're getting ashes. You take those ashes, you put it back into the system to level up, so you're leveling up faster in the regular season than you would if you're playing a normal game right now.
Identified.
Hardcore players can still do seasons. Blizzard just needs to set rewards for battle pass for 2 group of players. That's it, Tiny. That's exactly right. It doesn't change anything for anybody. You still have to level up the battle pass. It doesn't matter if you're level 1 or if you're level 100. You still have to level up the battle pass. The battle pass still has XP. You still have to go around, kill things to unlock the battle pass for that season. I think people would be surprised by how many people like the way seasons work. It doesn't matter how many people like the way the seasons work. It doesn't change anything for them. If they do change it so the people that already have the character, instead of making a new character, it doesn't change anything for those people that like how the seasons work. The seasons still work the same. I think if the battle pass aspect is trash and people complain a lot, by season 2 or 3, they will have to change it to keep up with the Path of Exile, because it's trash. I'm definitely heading over to Path of Exile too. I'll be honest, I don't hurt the feeling of both groups. I don't think the battle pass is going to be that great. Regardless if it's great or not, the option should be there for me to choose if I want to make a character or if I don't. The only thing they've done so far is like, well, you could do a rebirth. So I could still have the same character, but now he starts off at level 1 again. That's not my issue. My issue is I don't even want to rush through the game. I've already put 150 plus hours into this character to get to a level 100. And in a couple weeks, it doesn't matter, because I have to start a brand new character at level 1.
Which is stupid. This is stupid.
But it causes it's because they want it that way, no matter what, to hold over the thing. Yeah, I just don't understand it. Yeah, but Viking, even if a whole bunch of people want it, how does it affect those people if they just make the battle pass where people have an already level character to play it? I would like one example. Anybody, give me an example how it would change the landscape of Diablo if a person that's level 50 can start the battle pass. I'll wait all day. You know why? It doesn't. It doesn't change a fucking thing. It's a single-player game. It's a single-player game that you can level up a battle pass during that season.
Hostile control point detected.
Apparently, you're going to be able to transfer your D4 season character to normal realm. So it really doesn't make sense why they just don't start the game with seasons. Right, but even then, okay, I'm a person, I have 20 hours a week to play. 20 hours a week to play. I've already played 20 hours a week, right? That's pretty hardcore for most people. 20 hours a week for one game is pretty hardcore, right? Not as hardcore as the people that do 20 hours a day, but 20 hours a week, and I played for 6 weeks. I have 120 hours in my character. Now season starts. I have 20 hours a week. I have a main character that's still leveling up in the main realm, and now I have a brand new character. I still have 20 hours a week, and I know that I spent 20 hours a week, and I only got to level 70. Now I have to put 20 hours a week into a brand new character, and I'm not working on the other character trying to make it to 100. But I want to play this, but I can't play this because I have to dedicate myself to this. Also, you'll be able to keep everything you earn in the seasons. Yeah, but that's not the problem. I don't think anyone has a problem with that. That's not what they're saying. It has nothing to do. I think I got booted because I wasn't moving. It has nothing to do with anything except for the person that's already leveling up their character now wants to keep leveling the character they have now. Battle Pass is how they make their money. You know they will have some badass cosmetic in the Battle Pass. Come on now. Water, it doesn't matter if they have something badass in the Battle Pass. You still have to play the game to level up. Do you understand? If I'm level 50, right? If I'm level 50 and you're level 1, the Battle Pass has got its own XP bar, right? So I'm level 50. I go around killing level 50 things because in my game, everything's level 50. You're in the seasons and you're playing level 1 and everything in your area is level 1. You're getting XP. I'm getting XP. You're getting XP. The XP bar moves up on the Battle Pass. Tier 1, right? Tier 1 unlocks. Okay, great. I got the thing. You unlock it. Tier 1. You got the thing. What's the difference? What's the difference? It's not. It's absolutely.
Entering safe area. Hostile control point nearby.
I'm not arguing for it nor against it. I'm just stating that some people like the way it is, just like some don't. This doesn't bother me. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't mind an option. But the people that have problems against it, it makes no sense to me. The only point they're saying that they're against it is because this is how it is. This is how ARPGs are. But ARPGs up to this point in Diablo never had a battle pass.
But they're brainwashed to think that they have. That's the whole point. Once I convince you this is how it is, that's all you can say. This is how it is. This is how it is. It's ridiculous, dude. It's not an argument.
Here, look.
It's not even a discussion.
Look, here's a season pass right now in Division, right? I got to level up, right? So what's the XP in this? Does it show the XP where it goes up the next level? How much XP you need? Yeah. Okay. So the XP I have right now is 3,450, right? Of 700,000. So I have to get 700,000 to get to this next level. You are level 1 in the Battle Pass in Diablo. I am level 55 in my game that I now have the Season Pass. I go up. We all have to still get 700,000 to unlock level 13. So if you're in your game, you have to get 700,000 to get to level 13. I have to get 700,000 XP to get to the next thing. There's no difference. 0. Why is that? Because the leveling in the game is to your level at all times. 13 is 13. 50 is 50. 1 is 1. Doesn't matter. You still got to do the battle pass. People that are level 50 are not just getting the battle pass done. They still have to go around, kill things. They still have to go to dungeons and get stuff to get the XP, to unlock the free track or the paid track. And at the end of the day, they either pay up front or they pay at the end when they know they have all the stuff, and then they get the stuff. In no way, shape, or form can someone say, well, this is how Diablo is. They shouldn't do that. You still have to earn the stuff. You still have to go up the battle pass.
Agent requesting backup.
Battle pass is a new way to say microtransactions without saying microtransactions. No, there's microtransactions in the battle pass. They have a stream coming up, I think, in the next 2 weeks or so that they're gonna talk about the next developer stream. They're gonna talk about it. I'm still waiting for someone to give me an actual problem of why people can't level up the battle pass without saying the words, that's just the way it is, and that's an ARPG. But they don't even have to create 2 battle passes. All they have to do is let my character into the season. And if I take my character, instead of rebirthing, okay, my character at level 1, because all you're doing is basically keeping the same character and not doing the cosmetic to make a character. So you're skipping the customized character section. And I'm bringing them in. You just don't become part of the ladder match. That's it. That's it. That'll be the most watched stream ever because I have no clue about how it works. It's because no one can 30, so they can keep giving the same answer. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Yep. It's an ARPG. That's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Could you imagine Battlefield, right? Because there was a lot more Battlefields before the Battlefields that came out where you had to level up weapons and whatnot.
Yep, before you got them.
Right?
That's right.
You just
had to level up the weapons.
You just had the weapon, right? So in Battlefield 1943 or 1942, okay, I had a sniper rifle. That was it. There was no leveling the sniper rifle. There was nothing. And then the next game came out, and there was no leveling that gun either. It was just, that's what it was. You level up your hero to get ranks so people would know how long you played the game for. But then they started showing leveling guns, right? You actually were leveling guns. Did anyone go, oh, can't do that. That's not the way it is. It's not the way it is. There's no evolving over the time of video games. You can't evolve over time. Yeah, it has to be the exact same. It has to be exactly the way it was because that's the way it is. That is the most stupidest argument I've ever heard in my entire life. D1 is not the same as D2. D2 is not the same as D3. And D4 is not the same as D3, D2, or D1. They've evolved it. They've evolved it and made it an open world game. Massive open world game. It's not little sections anymore. They've changed it where the whole world scales with your character, which I still think to this day is stupid as fuck. But hey, that's the way it is. Okay? And now people just want to use the Battle Pass, just like I'm leveling up here with the same character in Division, in Destiny, and other games. And yes, I know they're not ARPGs, but the Battle Pass has never been in a Diablo ARPG before, and now it is. So people would like to use the same character because they still have the exact same amount of time. It doesn't matter if you have a season. The people that are playing your game only have a certain amount of time to play the game. And I still think you got to put about, 120, 150 hours in to complete the Battle Pass. Even if you give the level 50 guy the Battle Pass or level 90 guy a Battle Pass, he probably won't even have enough time to finish the Battle Pass. It's just funny how people make videos and the facts are wrong when you find the evidence of D3 never always being like that. Yeah, it's just weird. D3 season started a little over a year after it launched.
Because if I keep yelling at you, if I tell you every day that the sky is green,
that's just the way it is.
Every day, then you say the sky is green. Eventually, people just say, "Yeah, the sky is green." You're like, "No, it's not, dude. It's fucking blue." No, it's not what I heard. It's not what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, seasons didn't come into the game, Viking, until after the auction house was completely screwed for the real money auction house. Here, let's look it up. Okay, seasons are considered the end game of Diablo 3. Seasons were introduced to the game's console version in March of 2017. Huh. Let's see. When did Diablo release? May 15th, 2012. So it was a year. Okay. But it wasn't in the game when it came out. Right? It wasn't in the game when it came out. They had the auction house, and people hated the auction house. People should have just been like, well, that's just the way it is. That's all right. Blizzard put it in the game. Real auction house. It's got to be that way. My sky is smoking green and smells like burning forest. Oh, you're in Canada. It's only blue because the gases in the atmosphere refracted. Real money. No, it's because the ocean's blue. Mo, that's the reason. Real money auction house was in the game at release and removed after all the fallout. Yeah. Yeah. And imagine, so let's just picture this. The battle pass is the auction house, and people are rebelling against it, and they want the regular character that they've put 100 hours in, that they can continue playing that character, so they can still do the battle pass. Because if it goes to where you have to start a new character, then you just negated everything someone just did. Now, you didn't take their fun away. They still had fun playing your game. They still enjoy the moment that they had with the character. But now it's hard to it's hard. Like, yeah, sure, they could still do the Eternal Realm when the seasons are out. Okay, but the fact that they can't do the Battle Pass because the Battle Pass is connected to the seasons because they can't bring their old character into the season pass is dumb because it doesn't affect anybody. But we'll see. There'll be plenty of people that get the Battle Pass and play the game and they'll look at the data. And if that data, okay, for Bungie, I keep saying Bungie, I meant Blizzard, okay, and Blizzard will look at it and say, well, we got 20% of the population that bought the Battle Pass, and we made this much money. And they're like, well, we don't care about the other 80% because 20% makes 80%. And they'll be like, nothing to see here. Season stays the way it is. Or they go, well, we only had 18% get the Battle Pass. They're like, well, we're 2% short. All right, make the change. Next season, people that didn't have the Battle Pass because they had their old character, they can now play the game because they'll sell more Battle Passes. Like, it's ridiculous to me. If they want to make more money, just release the Battle Pass for everybody instead of you have to start a brand new character. Big Bo says, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, the best deal in gaming, and Pinky is going to take over the world. and Pinky's going to take over. Is that Pinky in the brain? Is that what you're trying to do? Mo, appreciate the 4 months, man. Appreciate that.
Hostile control point identified.
The seasons was planned before the house was removed. We just didn't have the date. Is that fact? Was seasons planned before the game came out? Thanks for becoming a member. Nope. That thing right there, alert box, nothing even popped up there. It's like broke. Have you heard our Lord and Savior Game Pass, best value in games? Tomorrow's morning show, we're going to talk about CD Projekt Red insists that Cyberpunk 2077's launch wasn't that bad. Of course it wasn't. From a business standpoint, it wasn't bad at all. They made 12 million copies sold in the first week. 8 million before the first day. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about Game Pass exclusive contracts to block the arrival of games on PlayStation service. And then we're also going to talk about Microsoft considered buying Square Enix to add Final Fantasy and more. Can you imagine how many heads would explode? How many PlayStation fanboys would have exploded if Microsoft bought Square Enix and took Final Fantasy away from? I mean, I don't think they would, right? But would take Final Fantasy away from them? They'd be like, it would look like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he's in Total Recall when they're trying to do that machine on him. He's like, that's exactly what would happen if Final Fantasy came over to Xbox.
I hate guard duty.
Feel like playing anything after the stream, bro?
It depends. What do you want to play?
State of Decay.
Come into your world? I'll come into your world. That's fine. I can play for a little bit.
Hostile
No, we'll
control
do
point
yours.
nearby.
We'll just keep going on yours.
But I don't really care. I don't know when I'm going to fit that in the rotation.
Okay, then we can do mine, I guess. I'll start over.
I mean, I guess you could jump in my game, but I honestly don't care if we do it or not.
I'm aware. It's playing one way or the other. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, when the Activision deal is done, I would if I was Microsoft, I mean right after, like you're signing the contract, you leak the next brand that you're buying instantaneously. Right?
Yeah. Well, when this deal is finally done, the Sarge gets paid and we move on with our lives.
Yeah. The what's it called? You just right away they're like, oh yeah, and we're making a bid for Square Enix now. Let's go on, Jesse. The seasons is the same. It's the same. I'm inside the settlement right now. The settlement's changing every time. They're adding new areas. But really what it is, it's like the menu system. So what's happening at the castle here? We just saved this girl, right? Well, this girl is literally just giving me this is her outpost now. So she is giving me let me see what is it on the map. Let me zoom in here. Yeah. So basically this is seasons. So I saved her. So now I can come here physically in the game and click on seasons, or I could have just clicked the start button and moved over to seasons and then click on it and then get access to what I'm doing, right? So I can do this. You see what's happening? Or I can come to this thing and hit it and it brings me to the exact same screen. So we saved her so we didn't have to go hit start, right? That's basically what we've done so far. The other guy that we saved, which was the pilot, which I think is over here. I think this is the pilot right here. Yeah, this is the guy we saved last week. Now, when I click on this, it brings up the menu where I can just click on the thing I want to do and then I go to that location. Or I hit the map and then I zoom out and then click on the thing I want to go to and then click it and then I go there. Okay, so we basically saved this guy so we didn't have to press the menu button, like to go to the map. Okay, so it's evolving, right? So the menu system is happening in the game now. The actual quests and stuff that itself is, okay. When you go to the manhunt, you're saving each of these guys. So instead of showing a person that you have to kill, you're showing a person that you have to save. The lackluster side is once you do, like we saved John here, the pilot. We went to the choke, which was a control point. Then we did a bounty. Then we did another control point. Then we did another bounty. And then we did one more bounty to like rescue him, like a mission. And then you don't even see the guy when you rescue him. But for 4 years in this game, there's hostages that you have to save that are just randomly throughout the game and in the story. And you actually see them and they go, hey, man, thanks a lot. I would have been dead without you. You know, they speak to you. They do a whole bunch of stuff, right? When you rescue these guys, you don't see them. You don't see them in the game until they get rescued by somebody else, not you. You rescued them, but you don't actually see them and locked in a closet. Hey, man, thanks for saving me. We're extract them out. Like, you saved the president of the United States in this game, and they show you the president, okay? But they don't show you these guys. And then you just happen to come back here, and then John's here. Eva is there. So it feels a little weird, like, when you're doing it, that you don't see them in the world. It's like a little payoff type of thing. I don't know. It's not a big deal, but that's what's happening right now. So I'm assuming once we're done with all of this, once we're done with the manhunt, and we 2 weeks from now, we save Lauren. And then 2 weeks after that, a month from now, we save Mitchell. And then we save Maria here. I don't know what that dolphin patch is. Do you know what that patch is? Is that like a what the actual reward is, Sarge?
No idea, bro. It's all nonsense as far as I'm concerned.
So at the end of this, I don't even think we see Maria unless she comes back to here, the base, the castle, and then we get a dolphin patch. And there's gonna be little other 2-3 menu systems that are coming in. I'm assuming maybe project lead or progression or something along those lines, right? It's just weird. And Sarge said it, right? It's lazy. Like, you've made the game, and I love this game. I've enjoyed this game for 4 years. Like, you put the attention to detail in the game, and I get it. Massive's busy now, right? They're making Pandora, they're making the Star Wars game, but it just feels a little lackluster. Like, you're continuing content in this game, and the content is let's let low tier, right? It's the same guys in the game. Like, when you go to a bounty, right? If I go to a bounty and click on a bounty, okay, it shows guys. Like, just, I don't know if they're randomly generated or if they actually have guys they've made, and this is the guy, right? Corporal, right? And that's it. And that's who you're going for. And cool. I'm going against different guys and fighting different guys, and the loop is still happening in my head. I still enjoy it. It's fun playing with Sarge and going around the city and collecting stuff and leveling up and doing all those things. It just seems a little low tier to me that we're saving people, and you don't even see the people that you're saving. Right. Well, no. I don't think Massive is making Heartland. I don't think so, Winzo. Is Massive making Heartlands? I think it's a different company making Heartland. Let me see. Division Heartland. No. Developer Red Storm Entertainment. It's not Massive. Have you heard about the new scummy tactic Bungie is using on D2 Seasons? I saw a video, if you're talking about Azzacross. If you're talking about Azzacross video, I watched that video. I mean, I saw it coming, Viking. I mean, you can go back to, I don't know, year 2015, 2016. So you can go to like GXG, like episode like 150, 120, 150. And we talked about how, you know, I lost hope, Viking, when they said that the content that if the stuff that you buy from the Eververse store is paying for future content. And I just laughed.
You're gonna laugh at that, right?
I laughed.
I can't believe you guys fell for that shit, dude. Like, you actually believe that shit.
Do you understand that they don't even tell their sales numbers, but we could put numbers together. Destiny 1 sold around 15 million units when it first came out. 15 million. Okay? At the $70 or $60 mark, okay? Now, if they sold 10 million, okay, that's 600 million, and then if they sold the additional 5, right? We're talking a billion two, okay? That's just on the base game. That's not including the DLCs they sold and whatnot. They made enough money off the first game that they could manufacture the next wave of Destiny content for years. Okay? Because it's not like Bungie was paying off other developers to do other things. Now, don't get me wrong. They were with Activision. Activision took their chunk and whatnot. But they also gave them money so they could produce the game that they're doing. So they had to pay it back. But they sold 15 million units. And they made over $1 billion. Even if Destiny cost 500 million to make, they could make the next Destiny. And that was 500 million, supposedly. And that was for the 5-year span, development time, or whatever it was. Right? So to say that the Eververse store was financing the secret, what was it called? The Widow? Black Widow mission? Or whatever it was called? Is just so laughable. Now they're charging for what? Dungeons? They charge for everything. It's like a la carte. It's like going into a restaurant that says, oh, all you can eat, $35. And they're like, oh, by the way, you want steak? It's a $2 upcharge. Oh, you want this? It's dipping sauce is extra $5. It's like what? Poor Destiny PvP players holding on to a dream that never was reality. You gotta just laugh about that as well, right, Tiny? Is Buzzies in charge of the live service center of PlayStation? That's right. That's right. They have the say of what goes into everything. So any live service game that comes out for PlayStation right now, from here on out, is because Bungie said this is the way it should be done. You can only buy the seasons for 1,200 silver now, but you can't buy 1,200 silver. So you have to buy 1,500 silver. On top of that, the mats for making the weapons are in the season pass. Nice. Nice. Bungie also are that girl that doesn't know who she wants to be with. Yeah. Destiny's trying to do a career change. She was a stripper, and now she's trying to go straight. But the stripper became a streamer, and now Destiny only has an OnlyFans page. That's what's happening with Destiny. I want people to look at Bungie and how greedy they are. Why do people think Sony is so altruistic to their fans? Yeah, high class S like Twitch stuff back in the day. Right? I made this intro. There was music that played above it. The very first thing that played, that you see when the music plays, right? I had a complete, intro opening. So when I had this playing on Twitch, right? This moment right here in Destiny is when we were in the Vault of Glass. I still remember the day. It was in November. Okay, it was in November. We ran the glass, the vault so many times. Okay, and you see it pop up. I got the Fatebringer. At this time, it was like, I don't know, it was like 1:30 in the morning. It was like really late. My son, who was an infant at the time, and I had the night shift, right? So my wife would sleep, and then I would take care, and he was sleeping in the room with me, and I got so excited. Watch my expression. I was screaming. I was like, yes! Yes! I was like screaming because I was so excited because I got that drop. Time after time, we never got it, and then I finally got it. You could hear all the people in the chat were like, "Did you get it? Did you get it? Oh my god, I got it!" Right? Like it was a good moment. It was a good time. Okay, that completely left in D2. D2 came out, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling it." Right? I'm not feeling it. I still love Destiny. I just can't stand sexism, etc. from the devs, CMs, plus the whole Lono thing. Yeah. Oh, I woke up my son. I even said it in a video. There's a clip, I think, still on Twitch. Right? This shot's there, and I'm like screaming. I'm like, yes, yes. And I'm like, oh, I think I woke my son up. And for a split second, I go, whatever. It's totally worth it. Right? That's what I said. Because I was like super excited about getting the stuff. Right? There's the vision. Right? There's Division. I ran up to this truck. Watch this. And then all of a sudden, they start popping out. They just appeared in front of me, and I was like, oh, God. Oh, God. This was a good intro. I can't do the intro anymore. Right? There's the Forge for Destiny. Right? Showing all the games I play and whatnot. How I get frustrated. Oh, D1 was a much, much better game, Winzo. Much better game. That's that table match we had. Yeah, D1. I had double the amount of hours in D1 than I had in D2. Just liked it better. I didn't have that much Viking. I want to say 1,300. Maybe it was 1,700, something like that. I used to love logging into Destiny 1. And then Destiny 2 came out, and I was just like, ugh. Like, it was like going to work. You know what I mean? What are you doing now? I gotta go do my dailies. I gotta do my weeklies. You gotta run around. And the worst part about that was you didn't get credit when you did it with your you had to go do it. Right? You couldn't be with your group to do it. You know what the funny part is, Winslow? If I wanted to boot up D1 right now, I can. If I want to play the story in D1 right now, I can. Try that with D2.
Yep.
Just go back and play the Red War. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't. There's a big chunk missing, and you can't go back and do the story missions. Just gone. I can go back right now, load up Destiny 1, and play Destiny 1, and still play through the story. Look, just talking about old Destiny. Everyone's like, "Oh man, I love Destiny. I love Destiny 1."
Because it was new, it was innovative, and it was fresh. That's why. That's why.
And everyone was like, and here's the funny part. Everyone blamed, well, it's Activision that's doing this. Activision is doing this. Activision. Then they left Activision, and then they did more. And they're like, oh, we gave them an inch, and they took a mile, right? First it was the Eververse store, then it was something else, then it was $5, $10, then it was passes, then they're selling you dungeons, and they're trying to, well, the more you buy from the Eververse store, the more content we can give you. Oh yeah?
That is the most bullshit line I've ever heard, bro.
Remember, wasn't the whole point of Rise of Iron was we have to leave the old gen behind? Yeah.
Yep.
But with 30, they promised to stop taking away content you paid for. That's right.
Yep.
We have to sunset. Remember? Oh, that was the other argument. We got to sunset weapons, and everyone came to the. Oh, they have to do it. It's just we're getting power creep, and they just have to take it away from us. It's the thing to do. And they sold it back to you in a DLC. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, they had to sunset it. And they're like, no, we don't have to sunset anymore. Okay? We have to take content away. We just have to. And they're like, oh yeah, we're not taking content away anymore. So ridiculous, man.
Oh, the gun's too overpowered. You can never have it again. Oh, but we'll sell it back to you.
Yeah, we'll sell it back to you. Yeah. Everyone loves dungeons. Hey, you know what we should do? We should sell the dungeons separately for $25 a piece. Yeah, we don't have enough server room. Yeah. No, we can't make PvP dedicated servers. We can't do it. Hey, here's our new game Marathon.
Dedicated servers.
Yeah, because the architecture was because the architecture was for peer-to-peer. Okay. What did you do from D1 to D2? You knew have for Destiny is from D1. None are from D2. I can't even remember stuff in D2. I remember the raids in D1. I remember Rise of Iron. Or you know what I mean? Like where you had to climb up the mountain and do the stuff. I remember the what was it called? House of Wolves, right? And Taken King. And I remember all of those. I can't remember one name besides Forgotten Shores and the Dreaming City from D2. Oh, I have a question for you guys. Sarge was trying to play. Don't get mad, Sarge. Was trying to play Diablo 4, right? And he had this authentication, okay? And he has his email, and he sends for the code, right, to put into the thing, but his code's not going anywhere. He doesn't get the option for text message or email. And when I go onto mine and I log in, it gives me an option for email or text. Did anybody else have this problem when playing D4 when you first started? And how did you fix it if you guys did it? Because he can't just turn the game on and play it. He's got to link his battle.net account. And when he tries to link it, it says that your email's already made and it doesn't go to his email. No, he can't play it. He can't just turn the game on and play it. He has to put this what was it called, Sarge?
Oh, am I supposed to say something now?
Yeah, what was it? What was it called? The authenticator?
Authenticator.
Authenticator. Yeah. So when I go to battle.net on my phone and type in and I log in with my Xbox account, it says, put your email, and I put my email and I put my password, and then it says request code, and I put the code, and then it says email or text, and then it sent me a text instantaneously. For him, he's not getting anything. Oh yeah, that is for the phone app. Maybe settings on his Blizzard or Battle.net account. Maybe settings on his Blizzard account or on PC. Oh, did you check your? Did you see the text I sent you about in your phone settings for the app?
Yes.
To put the
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I had to do it the first time on my phone. Yeah, but Quintar, what he's having a problem with, he's doing it with his phone, right? Because he doesn't have a computer. So when he logs into his phone, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't send him a code. Like, for instance, when I go to see when I go to it, it sends me this, right? It says on the screen, it says security check. Please enter your text message code sent to you. He doesn't get that. He doesn't get that at all. Do you have the phone app installed?
Yep.
Seriously, if you bought D2 day one and then paid for every single expansion the season offered, how much would they have spent? We would have to do
Rise of Iron. No, the two first ones where everyone complained about.
Let's see here. All Destiny expansion. Okay. So you have Destiny, right? You would pay for Destiny. That's $60. Then you had House of Wolves was $15, right? If you pre-ordered, let's just say you got pre-ordered, you got $15 for that. Then you got Dark Below, which is another $15 for that. Well, Dark Below came out first. 15 and 15, so that's another $30. So right now you're at $90 for that, right? Then you got Taken King. Okay, Taken King was $40. Is that what it was? I think it was $40. So right now you're at $130 or two. Yeah, $130. Then you had Warmind, which is $15. Right? Warmind. Curse of Osiris. That was $15. That's $30 a piece. That's additional. That's 160. Then you had Rise of Iron, which was how much was Rise of Iron? Was it like that $30 as well? I think it might have
I
been
thought it
30.
was 40, wasn't it?
Was
40.
it $40? Taken King was 40, and yeah, Rise of Iron was 40. So then you had 40 there, so you're at 200 there. And then you go to Destiny 2, which is additional 60. So then you're at 300. No, 260. You're at 260. Then you had Forsaken. Forsaken was $40, right? So that's 300. Then you had what else? You had Shadowkeep. Was that $30?
Yep.
Yeah. So you have.
I don't know if it was 30. I think they were up to 40 at that point, bro. There was no
40?
30.
There's like 340. Then you had Garden of Salvation, right? Spire of Stars. Those were like $15 a piece. You had Beyond Light, which is another $40. So that's another additional 70. So you're at 370. And then you had Witch Queen, which I think was $40. Right, so you got like 400. And then you have Light Falls. What was that one called? Let's see. You had Warmind, Forsaken, Shadowkeep, Beyond Light. That's the one. Beyond Light. You had Witch Queen. And then you have the last one. So I would say you're close to like $400. I would say you're all $400. You said D2. All right. Well, I'm doing everything since day one. It's $400. So take away $200. Take away $130, $150. And that's not including the dungeons and everything else they sell now. Yeah, D2 DLC was totaled at $150 last year. For D2, I've spent just on that game is about $1,250. Jesus. To say that out loud over 10 years, right? It still seems like a lot of money. But I guess not really, because if it was $60 a year, it would be 600. So they doubled it, right? They basically doubled themselves, right? Oh, right. I didn't even think about the seasons. Like if you paid for the seasons. All right, let me see what you said about the authenticator. If we
Authenticator.
let's see. To be honest with you, I think it would be cool if we went back to the screen or that. Maybe settings. One app installed. Okay, the authenticator is now built into the app.
Yep, know all about it.
It should send an approved or don't approve in the app. Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, dungeons. Get the dungeons on top of that. Didn't they sell raids either? Didn't they sell the raids as well? Or no, they didn't sell raids. Yeah, so I don't know how to help Sarge because he's trying to play the game but he can't.
I'm not going to jump through hoops. They don't want me to play their game. That's fine.
Yeah, I know, but it should be as easy as on Battle.net
It should be as easy as turning on the game and putting it in. That's how easy it should be.
Are you looking at the stream right now?
I'm looking at the stream now. I'm playing State of Decay.
Okay. I was gonna ask you if your screen looks like So when it says battle.net, it says login, right? And then it has the 6 boxes underneath, like Google, Facebook, Apple, Xbox,
I tried
PlayStation.
logging in under Google. I tried logging
Okay.
in under my
So-
Xbox.
so once-
I tried logging in under my email.
So once you log in there, okay,
There is no logging in. Once you log in, it's not a statement. I never get logged in.
so what happens? What happens on that opening screen?
It tells me to put my email in,
Okay.
put a date of birth in, but then it says my email is already in use. Great, my email is in use. Put the password in. I put my password in, and it goes great. That's your password. Now you have to put in your authenticator code number. And so where does that number go? I don't get that number. So where does it go?
It should just go to your phone or email. It asks you an
doesn't.
option.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but if you, okay, so if you log in with the Xbox, it then you have to sign in using your email for Xbox and Microsoft and your password for Microsoft, right?
Yep.
Then
And then after that, it says now you have to put your authenticator number in.
right, it should go to security check. Does it never goes to security check?
That's what security check is.
Okay.
The authenticator number.
Yeah, well, I know that. It says security check. It says, please help us by keeping the account
Great.
secure with quick secure check. Select how it would like to verify your account. That's not an option for you.
Nope. My only option is authenticator. I can't choose another way. Authenticator is the option, and it doesn't send it anywhere.
That's weird, because on mine it says security check and then it says option. Email
Yep.
or text message.
Nope,
And then when
no
I
options.
click text message and hit submit, it that says to my phone, and then I hit send, and then it automatically
course.
sends me
Of
the
course.
thing.
Every other thing I've ever done does the same thing, except this. So, whatever.
Sometimes you have to open the phone app to get that number. Which app, though? Like, the Battle.net app is what I'm doing, and what I just did step by step, Quintar, is what I'm asking what he's doing, right? So I don't know what other app, because that's the app that you're in. The app itself sends you, and then it switches over to the security code that you're supposed to put in that it sends the text to.
Yeah, for convenience, the Battle.net authenticator is inside the actual Battlefield.net or Battle.net actual app. So it's very convenient. You don't have to go to two separate things. Yeah.
Yeah. Did he exit completely out and do it again? I don't know if he did it.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Been doing it for days. This is not a today thing. This is not a today thing. This has been the past week.
I wish I could. I wonder.
Don't care.
Well, here.
Don't give a shit.
If I'll do this off stream, but if you give me your login, then I'll log in on my phone. It'll send me the text to my phone. Right? I'll log in under you. I'll send you a text, and you should get it. Yeah, but on my phone, it's called Battle.net. There's no separate code. There's no separate authenticator app. It's literally in the same app.
Yep. For your convenience.
Yeah.
For your convenience, it's in the same app
it's
now.
literally in the same app. Did you click the bottom of the phone where it says I can't log in?
Yeah. Then it says customer support. And then you have to send them a letter, and then they get back to you, and then I'm not jumping through hoops for your fucking game. I got news for you. I don't give a shit. I don't care. You guys think it's normal that someone gives you you get a game, and I gotta jump through all these little fucking hoops
I
to
don't
play it?
I mean,
Go fuck yourself.
I agree.
Go fuck yourself.
I agree with you. You shouldn't have to jump through this many hoops. I'm just trying to help you and try to go through it. And when I
don't
go
care.
through it,
Fuck it.
it works fine.
Yep.
After I get off stream, I will try to log in and see if it sends you a code. That's what we'll do. That way, you don't have to do anything. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do it for me because you're not gonna be able to get on.
Why wouldn't I be able to get on?
Good luck.
Right, Mo. I agree. Like, you shouldn't have to jump through hoops, but you didn't have that problem, so it's not a problem, right? And I did a search.
The game works fine. I don't know what you're complaining about.
I did a
The
search
game
for
works
him.
Fine.
I did a search for him, and there's a lot of people having this problem. There's people that say that it took days to get their code. Days to get the code once they signed in.
Don't care. Don't care.
Not to be that guy, but have you seen Jim Ryan's email? It all depends. Which email you're talking about?
The one where he says he never wanted to stop the merger. He didn't care about the merger. That one, where it's just a fucking joke. That court case is a joke, dude. An absolute fucking joke.
Did he upgrade his phone recently? I don't know. Did you upgrade your phone?
Upgraded the phone, turned it all the way off, turned it all the way back on, reset it.
Did you stand on
Not my first rodeo, dude.
Did you
Not my first
did
rodeo.
you stand on one leg and hop up and down while winking in the mirror? Did you do that? That's usually what fixes it.
No. Yeah, don't do that shit no more. I pay for a game and I play it, and if you don't let me play your game, I don't play it. That's how it works now.
Oh, so his authenticator is on his old phone, not the new one. No, he's got the app on his phone.
One phone, buddy.
He
One
has
phone.
an Android. He has the app on his phone, and it's one app. It's one app that does the authenticated code on it. So when you log in, right? Because I did it myself to test it, to walk him through it. And when you log in, you either log in with Google, Switch, PlayStation, Xbox. I logged in with my Xbox, and then I went to the next screen. And it says, do you want a security code check? And it says, what do you want, email or text message? And I hit text message. It sends me a text message. The screen automatically switches to where the code is. Then you type in the code, and then that's it. It gives you an authentication code. He's not getting the option. So when he logs in, it never gives him...
There is no login. Stop using the term login. Login means you're in.
No.
I'm never in. There's no login.
No, when you...
The login screen, but no, there's not a login.
That's what it is. You're being... That's semantics. You have to log in. You have to either log in with one of your Gmail, Xbox, or your email. That's what logging in. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So calm down. So when you log in, it goes to the next screen. He's not getting the option on the next screen. But he upgraded his phone, correct? No, he didn't upgrade his phone. There's no phone upgrade. You're saying upgrade or update. He updated his phone. He didn't upgrade his phone. Did he have the authenticated phone? There's no old phone. There's no old phone. There's no old phone. I'm a sad person. I find this entertaining.
It's not entertaining. It's trash.
His email
it's trash.
His email to Phil during COD negotiations, wanting Bethesda's IP on the table to agree to talk to Call of Duty deal. Yeah, I not only did I read it, but I also heard Reforge talk about it as well. Yeah, same phone.
Joke.
Yeah, same phone, Quintar. No, he's not getting an error. There's no error either, Viking. He's just not getting the next screen. I'll try to do it. If not, he'll have to wait 2 months. Because that's the next time I'll see him in person, and then I can do it on his phone.
Yeah, there won't be any. I will not give a shit about Diablo. Trust me.
Oh, but that'll be the middle of season 1, Sarge.
I do not have FOMO for any more of the bullshit games in the world. I don't care.
Season 1, Sarge.
Don't care. There are so many games to play in my downtime. I do not need Diablo. Don't care.
You're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out on the battle.
It'll be so sad.
The battle pass.
It'll be so sad.
And all the things. You're gonna miss out on all the things.
Really sad. Yep. So sad.
Chad, I love messing with him.
So sad.
You're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out on all the stuff.
You know what? You know about you can't miss out if you don't care. There's no missing out.
Miss out. Everyone's gonna run around with really cool stuff, and you're not.
Yeah, I know. It'd be horrible. Yeah, horrible.
I'm guessing Sarge's going to play Starfield. AMD is doing a partnership with Bethesda. Can't wait to see how that bad performance going to be on PC. I think Sarge is playing. You're going to play Starfield, right? When it comes out.
I'll accidentally play it. It's on Game Pass. What are you talking about?
Accidentally
I don't have to do
play it.
anything.
Yeah,
it's just there.
Just there. It's going to be on his. It's going to be on his system, so he's going to play it. Quintar, he's not gonna. I mess with him, right? I would love. This is what I would actually love, but Sarge's not this type of person. I would love to just one night, just have him download Fallout 76 and play it. He won't do it. He won't do it. He won't do anything like that.
Never happen.
Yeah, because that would be entertaining. That would be very entertaining.
Never happen.
Make Sarge play games he doesn't give a shit about. Oh, it says the mofo said, "I want all the Activision and all the ZeniMax that we can take." I wouldn't give them shit. Sounds like a sub goal to me. No, I can't force Sarge to play something for my sub goal.
I don't have goldfish brain. I know what the companies do. I know what they've done. I don't care. I just don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, at this point, Sarge just doesn't. We're lucky he's even playing games. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, some of the notifications on Twitter, all the stories of the FTC case that's going on, it's just funny to me. Oh, I didn't see that. This is what you're talking about. This is what you're talking about, Mo. I just saw this headline. Jim Ryan demands all Activision and Bethesda games. What does this mean? I'm going to read this right now. A copy of an email Jim Ryan sent to Phil Spencer. This is what you're talking about, Reese? Is this what you're referencing? Activision Blizzard Games is posted online. It came from a court filing in the Federal Trade Commission. In an email, Jim Ryan makes a bunch of demands from Phil Spencer regarding Activision Blizzard games. Jim Ryan starts by saying that he agrees with Phil Spencer that keeping Activision Blizzard games on PlayStation is the right thing, but states that Phil Spencer offered was inadequate. Jim Ryan demands that all Activision Blizzard games, respectively, of franchises must be made available on PlayStation, and says that he must be available for a lengthy period of time. Jim Ryan's second demand for Activision games must not be made available on terms of disadvantages to PlayStation. The irony in this is that Call of Duty is currently available in a way that can be classified as advantageous to PlayStation, but disadvantages to Xbox. Sony has the market rights to Call of Duty, which restricts how Xbox can market Call of Duty. PlayStation console also gets early access and sometimes exclusive content. Some may say that it's hypocritical, and I'm inclined to agree with that assessment. But it does not stop there. Jim Ryan then demands that Microsoft/Xbox provide equal access to ZeniMax Media/Bethesda games, and this despite the fact before acquisitions of PlayStation had priority access to certain ZeniMax games. Deathloop released first on PlayStation and was also PlayStation Time exclusive for a year. Ghostwire Tokyo was also exclusive for PlayStation for a year. It took a year before the game's release on Xbox. On the top of it off, it was rumored that PlayStation negotiated time exclusive a contract for Starfield, One might rightly argue that is another hypocritical stance. Some argue that time exclusives are not damaging as permanent exclusives, but I disagree because the release window of most games is period during which most copies will be sold. This means that the first launch platform captures most of the sales and attracts new users in the platform, therefore degrading the competition. Yeah, of course. Below is a copy of Jim Ryan's email to Phil Spencer. The email was dated May 26th of 2022. Let's see. Maybe we'll read the email tomorrow. Here's the key email exchange between... Okay. I mean... I get it, right? I get that Jim Ryan is doing what he's supposed to do for PlayStation. And I get that Phil Spencer's doing what's right for Microsoft. And they don't align with each other because one's one business and one's the other, right? What happens with a merger? Let's see. If you have contracts, see, I think this is a case-by-case thing, right? And you correct me if I'm wrong, Chad, because I honestly don't know. But I'm pretty sure because this has happened in the business world to myself, right? I know people that are happening right now that a business got sold, right? A business got sold, and the contracts and the labor that was working for that business now gets turned upside down because they had a contract with the said owner, but now a new owner owns that business and renegotiates the contract because he's not obligated to stick with the contracts they had signed with the other term underneath that business, right? So my question to you is, if Bethesda had a contract, which they did with Deathloop in Tokyo, and then another business comes along and says, we're going to buy you, they don't have to uphold those contracts. Because you signed a contract with a business that no longer exists with those owners. Now, the new owners can come in and say, we see what you did here, and we're going to let you have these contracts. But everything that's in the future, we get to choose, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it is, but I could be wrong. Here we go down the rabbit hole. Is Starfield really a first-party Xbox game, or should it be third-party because Microsoft bought it after the fact? After what fact? Starfield didn't release yet. It was still in production. It was still in production 2 years ago when they purchased it. What is the grace period of if you're not there at birth, then you're not the father? You see what I'm saying? If I adopted a kid at 2, I'm not his father, but I am his father now. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't the owner, but now I am. And because I paid $7 billion, you fucking A right, I'm going to make a choice if I get to make the choice of what games are going where. That's business. Right? I said it earlier today. Business doesn't have rules. There's no rules in business when you make deals to make money. If people lose their job or lose a product, or hell, look at Walmart. Walmart in general is like that. I got to look it up. Do you know, Jim, if that's the way it works?
I know what.
If a company has a contract with a business, and then another company buys that company out, do those contracts uphold, or do they make a choice if they want to uphold them or not?
Depends what the contract was.
Right, so it's a case-by-case scenario.
Like for instance, Phil Spencer, he was asked 75 times the same question. Are you going to let that game go on PlayStation? Are you going to let that game go on PlayStation? Are you going to let that game go on PlayStation? Like, they go through this whole list, and he kept saying yes, yes, yes. And he keeps saying yes. But if Phil Spencer is not there anymore and somebody else takes his place, then those promises don't mean anything anymore.
Right. Depends on most of the time contracts carry over. Right, Reese, but the problem is if a company buys someone out, right? If
Phil Those aren't their contracts.
They didn't sign those contracts. They signed those contracts with that other owner, with that other business. But that business gets eaten up and taken in.
That's why
And
it
now,
would depend.
and then Phil Spencer would make those choices. All right, Deathloop, yeah, you can have Deathloop. We'll honor those contracts, right? They don't have to honor those contracts. They do it because they think it's a good thing to do with Hold, to make so they don't, blow up the bridge, right? They're like, yeah, you can have Deathloop, you can have Tokyo Drift, but games that haven't come out yet, they're years off from coming out. They're like, yeah, you're not getting that. Like Indiana Jones wasn't announced till after Microsoft owned them. So Indiana Jones is a first-party title. Starfield was announced before, but it was still in mid-development before it came out. It's still not out yet, right? It's not like Sony had it and then they took it away. They never had it. They were negotiating to get exclusivity for Starfield. And then Microsoft came in and said, "Well, they'll keep doing this to us. So how do we fend against this?" Right? Like put yourself in their position as an owner of a business. You're trying to get clientele to come to your store, but your competitor keeps buying timed exclusives, and you can't compete. So you're like, "Well, fuck it. We got more money than these guys. So why don't we just buy the company out? And that way we get it regardless, and then we can let them have it as well. Or we could choose not to let them have it." Depends on most of the time contracts carry over. See, I don't even think it depends on the time contracts, though. I think it all depends if the person that's fending for that business when they sell it, they're like, "Well, we have these contracts. It would be solid if you did this and keep it." And they're like, "All right, cool. We'll let you do that." Right? Sort of like this. If I'm a renter of a house and the person that owns that house sells it to somebody else, they sold the house, the new owner can kick my ass out of my rental if he wants to. Unless he's not an asshole and says, "Well, I made a deal with the guy that owned this house before, and he said I could stay here for another 8 months." And they're like, "All right, cool. I'll honor that." Or they can say, "Sorry." All Bethesda games are now Microsoft first-party games, now along with id Software and the other company. Sounds like Sony was talking to Bethesda to lock Starfield down to PlayStation. Yeah. Right, Bethesda had no contracts with Sony, but they were also talks with Microsoft to step in and bought them. ZeniMax might have had the contract set up with Sony, but ZeniMax sold out to Microsoft. Right, and if ZeniMax had contracts with them, ZeniMax is the king. But then Microsoft came in, and now ZeniMax is just got to get in line. You're underneath the bigger umbrella. I do believe, like what Reese is saying, it could be based on contracts and stuff, but I still think that if the business buys them out, they can choose to keep it or not.
Like if, for instance, if it says it's a 5-year contract and the business gets bought out before that 5 years is up, then probably it's still gonna have to go for those 5 years. But if it's a deal that you made and it's a deal you made with that with that company, but there's no time frame, there's no date ending, and it's just something you guys agreed on, then when the company gets taken over, then they don't have to honor it anymore because it's not part of them anymore. Depends on what the stipulations are.
Let me see. When a transaction closes, a new company will simply take over the performance of the successor in interest to the old company. The merge agreement will already assign the rights and obligations under existing contracts to the buyer without new specific process for each existing agreement. What happens to the existing contract after a business is sold? When a transaction closes, the new company will simply take over performance as the successor in the interest. In general, the principle of assignment makes business transactions more effective and saves the parties from complex legal process. Right. The general rule is that the contract is assignable unless there's a provision in it to the contrary. A anti-assessment clause is generally enforceable. However, the clause must be in agreement at the time of the business transaction in order to be enforceable. The counterpart to the contract cannot argue against the assessment in court when there's no language in the contract concerning that, just because they do not approve of the new business entity coming into the deal. At the same time, incoming businesses will still have an obligation to perform under the terms of existing contracts. If it fails to perform, it may be sued for breach of contract. Just because there's new owners does not mean the counterparty forfeits its rights under the contract. The counterparty may not have a say in who performs the contract, but they can still file a lawsuit just the same. Complex process. The assignment saves parties a contract from its called. A process requires a separate agreement for each contract where substitution of the party is needed. It's also necessary for anti-assessment process. This will also keep sellers from automatically assigning agreements upon completion of the deal. The original party to the contract must approve and agree to the substitution of the new party. For example, if a contract with a government entity often requires, when it is a merge or a sale of a business, novation is not automatic. There may be requirements that the new party must meet in order to take over existing contracts. The contractual counterparty may try to use merge transactions in their consistent of leverage to negotiate better terms. Never assume a contract will be novated because the deal has taken place. However, when a counterparty refuses to do the contract, it will give the other business the right to terminate the deal. In many contracts require the merge process can be complex. The buyer of the company is assuming the risk that not all contracts can be novated into a process would happen after the deal closes. Some contracts may not be or may not be able to survive the business merger. For example, some personal service contracts require original party to perform. Additionally, some contracts may have specific provisions that prohibit, regardless of the circumstances, and some lease may completely prohibit assignment. Finally, public policies may mandate that certain contracts are not assignable. A party may not even need full merge agreement in order to trigger or need the assessment. There's also many stock sales or other business transactions as a result of change control over the company. In this case, there may be needed to assign a novated contract depending on the terms. There you go. So it says pay close attention to the language each contract before the deal closes. So it does. It all depends on each of the contracts for each of the things. Right, Reese. And that's why I said, yeah, they'll honor it. But they didn't have a contract with Starfield. You know what I mean? They didn't have a deal with Indiana Jones. They came in and bought that shit up before they could make those deals. So there's different tiers and different places for that. So it's not illegal for them to break the contract. They would just have to go through legal forums and pay out certain things, and it all depends. Do they want to deal with that? They probably looked at Deathloop and were like, yeah, go ahead, you can have Deathloop. Right, Krebsy. You think Sony will end up taking a deal on COD? I don't know. I mean, even if they... Here's the thing. I don't think they need to take the deal, Reese. Because if they sign a deal or not, I think Microsoft wants to put Call of Duty on their PlayStation, regardless, right? So maybe they still get COD without a deal. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're going to get it regardless. You don't need to sign a 10-year deal with us. Just, here you go. But at the same time, if PlayStation doesn't sign the contract, then they're kind of screwing over their own player base, right? Because it's not like they're not giving them COD. They're just choosing not to take COD. It'll be a PlayStation 5 version, though. Right, but it will also be a lesser version of the past Call of Duties, right? So all Call of Duties up to this point on PlayStation 5 had the haptic feedback and trigger control and extra sounds and whatnot. But the next Call of Duty won't, because they can't get it early to do that type of stuff because they don't want to share their stuff with it, which is fine. I mean, I understand that point. But they won't have the extra stuff. So it'll come out the same time it comes out for Xbox, but it'll have less stuff. Like, people will complain and go, oh man, Call of Duty whatever doesn't have the feedback because they didn't have time to do it. Well, they still have time left on. I think they have 3 years of Call of Duty on PlayStation. That's why they were extending it. They were going to extend it, and they weren't happy with it. Or they have 2 years left. They were going to give them 3 to make it a total of 5 or something like that. Microsoft will pick and choose which games, if any, will be exclusive to Microsoft products. Yeah, and that email from Pete Hines was saying, like, how come Call of Duty gets to be on all platforms, but Starfield doesn't? Well, Call of Duty sells 50 million copies a year, right? 30 to 50 million copies a year when it comes out. And Bethesda games, max, when they were launched, sell 12, right? That's the difference. And that's across all platforms. Fallout and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 sold like 12 and 13 million copies across all platforms. Skyrim sold 60 million copies, but that's over, what, a decade? So no exclusive skins. All right, Tiny. Have a good one. Try not to kill each other by nerding out. We won't. I have to add this. Did I add this? Only confidential PlayStation secrets just spilled because of a Sharpie. Oh, what's this? Already have that? Did I have that in our I think I did. If not, I'll put it. Let's see. Microsoft considered buying Square Enix. Contracts blocked for arrival on Game Pass. No, I'll add that. Talk about that tomorrow as well. They already had 3 years with PlayStation 5 and released 3 CODs on PlayStation 5. Even if Activision Blizzard gets bought, they would already have the experience to still do the haptic stuff for PlayStation. Sure. For the next game. And that's another thing. If they already have the haptic feedback information with Activision, then Microsoft buys it out. They'll know the trade secrets to the controller, even though, you know, the trade secrets could easily be bought when you go to the store and you buy a controller from a PlayStation.
Then take it home and take it.
Bring it back to your company, dismantle it, and figure out what they did and how they did it. Do you know what I mean? It's not like they don't know how it's being worked on. Now, obviously, for their trade secrets for the PlayStation 6 dev kits and whatnot, they would be behind the curve for when the game first launched. But as soon as the game system came out, they would buy a PlayStation 6, dismantle it, and figure out what they're doing over there, and then make games for the fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, Akuta Papa. Right? Of course they've done that. Do you think people in business are play fair? No. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there was undercover agents working for both companies. They get in, have some information, they pay them some money, and they're moles inside both companies. People that work for Sony are probably inside the system of Microsoft, giving them information so they know, and vice versa. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised. Not allowed to do that, 30. Yeah, that's why people left and right are spilling the beans for certain companies and stuff. I've never played it, so I don't know if it's good or bad, Reese. Jack Paul works for Microsoft. Paul Jack works for Sony. All they've done is use the cross. Did you guys hear the new information that's happening now? Because AMD just signed an exclusive deal with Starfield, right? So that means NVIDIA, if you have an NVIDIA card, is not going to run as good as an AMD card for Starfield. So now this is almost the same problem that we're having with PlayStation and Xbox. Now you have with AMD and NVIDIA, right? One card's going to have better things than the other card on PC. So now the graphic cards are turning into like consoles. What's going to run better? The slippery slope to go down. That's a slippery slope. Not completely true. It's mainly talking about upscaling. I mean, the thing is, Quintar, AMD is working with Starfield. NVIDIA is not. Right? If something on the AMD is on the AMD card but not on the NVIDIA card, then that's a problem. Regardless if you turn it off all the time or not. Having one company have an advantage over the other, getting the stuff early to work with the game, is an advantage. Not the point, though, Akuta Papa. On the business side, AMD is ahead of Intel tech-wise. Single process with 96 cores. It's nuts. I got a bunch of stuff to do in that game still. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch of stuff. I just need the side missions. I have everything done but the side missions. I just need the side missions. You guys see this this game here called Rooted? Check this out. It's a single player / multiplayer survival game. Not really too sure what you're doing. You're scoping stuff out. I don't know if there's like animals in the game you're killing or if there's zombies in the game. I'm not really too sure what this is. Looks decent, like graphic wise. Not too sure what it is. Oh, I know what BattleBit is. It's like a Battlefield, but it's with like voxel type stuff. I know what it is. I've seen plenty of it. Like $15 on Steam, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe when Sarge gets his computer back, maybe do you know what BattleBit is, Sarge?
It's a voxel version of Battlefield.
Yeah, it looks fun. I don't know if you would be interested. It's $15. I saw Jack Frags play it. Let's see. This is level cap playing it. Right? It's literally just here, hold on, let me it feels like what Battlefield used to be, you know? Yeah, it's crappy graphics, but you know, sometimes it's not about the graphics, it's just about the straight up fun factor of it. It might be fun. It almost reminds me of like Minecraft back in the day when it first started, and it like started picking up steam. Everyone that I've seen play this game, they say it's phenomenal. Like it's a blast. And isn't it 150 on each side? Maybe I'll pick it up and play it next week sometime. You can actually build stuff in this game as too, not like Minecraft, but you can put like stuff down like you did in Battlefield 5 and whatnot. 127 versus 127. Pretty good. Like Mag.
It sounds like chaos.
Yeah, it sounds like Mag. And I believe it's being made by like 4 guys. Something like that. Yeah, maybe we'll pick it up. I mean, $15. I mean, why not? Is it early access? Is it early access? Or is that's what it is? Let me see. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. BattleBit Remaster. BattleBit Remaster, early access game, get instant access, $15. Then you get the BattleBit Remaster Supporters Edition, which is $33.23. $254 player servers. Destructible environment, Levolution, optimized for high frame rates per second gameplay, proximity-based voice chat, real-time communications with friends, enemies, enhanced netcode for first-person shooter games, supports 254 players per server with high tick rate performance. I mean, let's be honest, right? Let's look at this. This is their website. This is straight up Battlefield. What it is. I wouldn't be surprised the people that made this game were Battlefield fans, and they're like, you know what? Let's just make Battlefield again because they fucked it up. Is this Roadblocks? No. BattleBit Remastered will be available for purchase upon early access launch. The game will cost $15. We currently don't have any plans to introduce microtransactions. That's what I like to hear. Looks interesting. All right, chat. We're gonna end on that. We'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll go over some news stories and have conversations about the FTC stuff that's been coming out. Maybe we'll watch some videos and whatnot tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Sarge doesn't know his computer's getting fixed and looked at. We don't know if he destroyed the chip. We know the fan part came off. He got the new fan part to put back on the chip. But if the chip is fucked, then his computer's fucked, and then it'll be a longer for GXG. If his computer works and he gets everything set up, I'm just going to say we probably will not have a GXG tomorrow evening, but we will be playing AEW Fight Forever tomorrow night. Join me and Sarge as we play through it and give you our honest opinion as we play. I played 2 matches and checked out a couple. I mean, created a character. I have done nothing other than that. So me and Sarge will play it. We'll give you our thoughts on it. If it's good, if it's bad. I know there's other viewers out there you can watch. ACG did actually a pretty good review on it, I thought. But yeah, you guys can come and watch it tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, AEW. Other than that, I appreciate it very much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.